they praying the week, they out here playing for keeps. I done too much dirt, I can't stay in the streets. My first op told me he had kids, I laid him to sleep. Now I got 2 kids, I'm praying for peace. It wasn't no shooter's remorse, wasn't no rules in this war. Now we years down the line and I grew matured.
Champion.
Yeah.
We remain here. Champion of the year 2020. Chilla Jones is still in the building with us.
Yeah.
And now we got to talk about it, man.
Let's talk.
He's at a specific headquarters that he doesn't realize he's at. He walked in, you know what I mean?
What's
he's talking
up?
about respect and this and
What's
that.
up?
Champion of the year gets you respect. Can't get out title gets you respect. But there's like one final boss.
There is.
There's always a Shao Kahn. There's a Thanos. You know what I mean? I respected Captain America. I respected Tony Stark and Hulk and all them. But after they delivered and got through Thanos, the Endgame, like the Avengers. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Being Shang Tsung is cool. But Shao Kahn, you know what I mean? The rule of outward, all that. It's just perfect. You know what I mean? So it's one last stage that you got to get past. I don't think you're going to get past. It's just too high of a difficulty. You know what I mean? I can't beat Devil May Cry on a you know what I mean, the hardest setting. Belovedhood, what's up? We the Belovedhood. Chat, Belovedhood, go ahead. Belovedhood, we here.
You think
Loaded Lux.
You think he's the hardest setter?
Yeah. He's the hardest setter.
Do you think his performances have his recent performances?
Oh, why we say recent?
You gotta say recent.
Why recent?
You gotta say
Why
recent.
not? Because you know,
Let's say the past 5 years.
His body of work will body of work. You know what I mean? So it's a body of work. It's not just. It's not just one thing. And then, so
when it comes to body of work, I'm Johnny Tappy out here.
Okay.
Johnny Tappy out here.
We're saying recent, right? Recent performances. So we don't really respect 30s or 2-1 clears. It's arguably a 30. Watch your back. Like I like the last portion of the second round. Like he was really talking to him. Know how surf me and lock in the system, shit like that. So it's arguably a 30.
I like his material. I'm not mad if you call that Lux 30. I'm not mad at that at all.
Y'all fresh off 30s, right?
This is but this is the same argument I had about K-Shine.
Yeah.
Which was K-Shine is incredible. On his A game, he's hard to beat. But if you standing in front of names who act like paint cans in front of you, it's not your fault.
Yeah.
But it does matter. To me, it does matter. Because a name is one thing.
Yeah.
Caliber of performance is another thing. So I can stand in front of a real sick and he can go crazy and people will use it against me and say, oh, you had a debatable with a rookie. Yeah, real sick would have beat, the Pat Stay at the Volume or like
illegal move.
So if we talking about like him standing in front of Surf and like dropping 30, okay, cool, but like who could Surf have beaten on that card that night?
But who could have Lux beat on that card that night too? Like when you really, I mean, it's hard to say because.
So let's go down. Who else was on that card?
Tay-Rock and DAYLYT, I feel like he wouldn't really got past. But then if we reel it back and realize that's an illegal move to do because I'll be using that, but it's an illegal move because he's gonna write different for a Chilla. His material is catered to you. It's detailed. Everything is for you. So Surf being in the system and really, coming out there bragging about it. So his material was for that. But Chilla be completely different.
Here's my rebuttal for that.
Okay.
If we Doctor Strange this whole thing,
here we
right?
go.
And we look at all the outcomes, right?
Yeah.
From the best Lux we could have seen to the worst Lux we could have seen.
The best Lux we could have seen beats everybody.
I'm not mad at that.
Okay, keep going. Okay? Keep going. Beloved, we here.
The Lux we saw versus Surf.
Yeah.
Of all of the possible Luxes we could have seen.
Yeah.
Because like you said, he's gonna write different for me. He's gonna write different for DNA.
Mm-hmm.
Could we have seen a better version of Lux versus Surf?
Facts. I think so.
I do too. And that's the problem.
But here's my rebuttal to that is this. You know what I mean? He realized Surf is Lil Bro. Come on, you go back 10 years. I'm keep using the same shit. Then you go back 10 years, Lions don't get my guy play. Get my guy play. He's hungry. He realized that. He got love for these certain people. You know what I'm saying? He got love for certain.
So you think he took his foot off the gas?
He took his foot off the. Once he realized Surf choked in the first round, this is not a real fight. I'm gonna do this in the first round, then you gonna choke. This not a real fight. Love taps. Not even use my second verse. Shit like this, love taps.
Do you respect that?
No, that's why I got mad. My initial recap of the event, I'm like pissed. I'm like, yo, body this nigga, bro.
Right.
We still want to see Loaded Lux slam dunk. So if you go back to my initial recap, I'm pissed at Lux. I'm going off on Lux. So I don't really respect that. I don't. I would rather him do the slam dunk. And
I want to see him slam dunk every time. That's my thing. I'm just as big of a Lux fan as anybody else. I respect Lux. I know what Lux can do. Lux is incredible on his A game. Ray Hoodie Lux is still the scariest thing battle rap has ever seen.
Thank you. At least he's being real, yo. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
Always real. But I haven't seen Ray Hoodie Lux in a decade.
No, you saw him recently, but it was
a little bit in the 2-on-2. A little bit in the 2-on-2.
Hollow walked away. He, you know what I mean, holding
he got crazy.
Like quicksand.
Let
that sink in. Come on.
Crazy.
You know what I mean?
Crazy.
So it's there. It just needs to be brought out. You know, so
who do you think brings that out of him? If anyone. Maybe nobody does. But if somebody brought that Lux out, I think it would be DAYLYT?
I think it would be you just won champion of the year, you know what I mean? That's on Beloved's radar, believe it or not. So you and DAYLYT are the only two that would bring that Lux out, the gray hoodie. But I feel like B-Dot would have a conversation with him to bring out a whole different Lux.
I see that more like a hollow Lux.
And DNA is a confusion that I feel like that's the reason why DNA probably beat him, because I was like he wouldn't know where to go with DNA. And if anything, if history shows, you know what I mean, Averb battled Hitman Holla. So when Loaded Lux battled Calico, he took the same route as Averb. Averb battled DNA. Averb had a specific route against DNA. All Lux has to do is just repurpose that and make it powerful. So maybe you do that and beat DNA, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think you and DAYLYT brings out the gray hoodie. You know what I mean? Because gray hoodie was like a bar for bar. Yeah. I'm more skilled than you. I'm more talented than you. Wittiness. I'm gonna do this. Hold it that quick. Think about that sink in. I think that y'all bring out that. Yeah. And beat out and DNA bring out something else. So.
I don't know if.
And he wins all of them, by the way. Pardon me.
You don't got nobody in battle rap beating Lux? Let me put it this way. Clearly beating Lux.
Oh, of course not. Clearly, definitely. No. Nobody clearly beating Lux. And Mook won. I mean, that's 1-1. That's not, you know what I mean? Other than that, who clearly
do you think he clearly, I mean, obviously was judged. Taking the judgment.
Oh, yeah. Murder Mook.
Do you think Mook clearly beat Lux?
Yeah, he clearly beat
I do too, but
he clearly
I've heard some people argue otherwise.
Because what they try to say is, if you switch the stages, if you put Lux and Murder Mook Part 2 on a URL stage with the crowd in back, it's different. I don't think so. I don't think so either. Because that third round, the Busta Rhymes shit, it's like that's gonna hurt. Because you gotta put Busta Rhymes in the building too. Yeah. The same way he's at Total Storm.
Still gonna be a moment.
That's gonna be like, yo, what
still gonna be a moment.
So Murder Mook wins that.
I'm not mad at that.
So I don't have anybody beat Lux.
My thing is just, like I alluded to earlier, I want to see him slam dunk every time. Yeah. And
he want to slam dunk on you.
When I don't see him slam dunk, and I'm starting to get a little air right now. I'm starting to get some air, Black.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what it is. Our expectations of Lux is so high that when he doesn't even reach that in the slightest, he gets the backlash.
Why isn't he reaching that?
I don't know. I think his passion, as it always been, it's been in his music, and I think that's what his priority is. Notice like when he's talking shit to you, B-Dot, he got a body of music out there now. Yeah. So he kind of wants you. I think he understands the algorithm. Like, yo, okay. So after this video plays, after me talking shit about y'all too, okay, my Destiny, it's gonna be there too. So I think he knows what he's doing.
Can't bother to now. Can't bother crazy.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and I'm not mad at that.
But he's still winning though. He's still winning.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't take his win versus Surf away. I can't take the. I had them winning the 2-on-2. I can't take that away.
That's two.
I can't take that away.
Ladies and gentlemen,
yeah. What do you feel about? What do you think about how often he chooses to battle? Do you feel like he needs to be quote unquote outside more?
I think he needs to be outside more. So when DNA had his 15 Minutes of Fame car interview, shout out to Rye, I agree. Like, I would like to see him more active because when you got guys like you, K-Shine, B. DNA, Geechee Gotti, putting out so much content throughout the year, so much material, putting yourselves in the fire, you got to respect that more. Because if you take, like for me, right, not to put myself in it, but to put myself in it, I have 3 rounds that's really good. Like, I feel like I could do damage to, like, any one of you. Disrespectfully.
You might need them soon.
Respectfully.
You might need them soon.
We'll talk about that, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to call you, Jay. I'm going to call you.
We'll talk, but I feel like the fact that I've, written these rounds or kept touching these rounds for years, I'm like, that's cheating. I'm cheating. I got 3 years to write. I got a whole year to write. I'm cheating, bro. So when you see Black spaz, like, do you really respect it? He had all this time to write. Anybody can, like, garner up as a super, explosive verse if they're given a lot of time. So I would rather see him in the ring at least 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Him and Mook.
I think my thing about that is I feel like this is an era that's tailor-made for him right now. Like, obviously he's great on a big stage. He can do either or. But this small room is a Lion's Den element.
Yeah.
This is Lux. This is great. This is Gray Hoodie City. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see him during this era before stages come back. Get his feet dirty. Like,
it's a lot of money on the table for him. It's a lot of money. For you, it's a good amount of money. For DAYLYT, it should be happening. It's a good amount of money. No matter where he goes, like, he got a whole bunch of bread for this year if he really wanted it. So, beloved, come on. It's belovedhood student. Come outside, please.
Come outside, man.
We love you, Lux.
This is at the end of the day, 2020 champion of the year.
Talk about it.
I am easily a top 3 pen of all time.
So I think 2016, me and Mickey Fax constructed a list, and I think you was number 2.
2016?
I think 2016 made a list, a top 10 pen list.
I don't remember. I know when the War Report did their list. I don't know if that was 2015 or 2016.
Oh, we did a top pen list, pen only. Not
yeah,
like who's
no,
okay.
no.
Go ahead.
The War Report did one also, which I ranked number 1. That's how I got the name Kingpin. That's where that came from.
Oh, okay.
That was 2020. I want to say 2015. Top of 2015. I was first. I want to say DAYLYT was second. I think Lux was 3rd or 4th.
Maybe that's why I stopped messing with the War Report.
At that,
That's why I stopped. I don't like you guys anymore. Get out of here. I'm done with you. Black left.
Salute to PEA, everybody. Anyway, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I'm saying is, I'm the 2020 champion of the year. I'm a top 3 pen of all time. I think one of the bigger critiques that people have with Lux is he has not battled a pure pen. Closest thing he's battled is Verb. But he hasn't battled a Nitty, a JC, a DAYLYT, a Chilla, somebody who really, really gets busy with the pen work. There's no better time. The stars are aligned. There's no better time for Chilla Jones versus Lux to happen.
Yes, sir.
If the DAYLYT battle does not come to fruition,
it will.
By this summer, Volume 8, Lux needs to come outside. End of 2021, if the settings are still the same, if this is still a pandemic, if this is still small rooms everywhere, limited crowds, empty room, I don't want no crowd. I don't even want Smack in the room. Put Lux in the room. Put me in the room. Lock the door.
Champion.
And let's get busy. Period. If the DAYLYT battle does not happen by the summer, lace up. What are we waiting for? There's money on the table. What are you waiting for? Lace up. What are we doing?
Even Beloved got to respect that.
Let's get to it. That's all I'm saying. I don't think there is outside of me and B. I don't think there's a better match or a more anticipated match after DAYLYT. It has to be Chilla. It has to be B. I think it has to be Chilla because of the champion of the year. I think it has to be Chilla because of how Chilla and B. the battle played out. Volume 8, Lux, come outside. If the DAYLYT battle don't happen by then, come outside. What are we waiting for? 3 months. Let's get prepped up and let's get busy. September 1st, if you and DAYLYT is not locked in and it hasn't happened, volume 8 in December. Let's go crazy. That's all I'm saying.
I need them. We need more updates on the DAYLYT battle because I feel like at some point people gonna feel like y'all trolling. You know what I mean? So put us
that's what I'm saying. Like, how long we been waiting for that battle, Black?
You know what I mean?
DAYLYT's finna put out his project. Salute to what he's doing with Punch and TDE with the mirrors. And then Lux just put out his project and he's promoting that and doing that. What are we doing? Y'all, it don't seem like they even worried about each other. What are we doing?
I don't want to feel like I'm being trolled, y'all, please.
What are we doing? If
y'all can't set it up, get the leads to get you paid. You know
that's what I'm saying. If y'all not going to set it up and if y'all not going to leave it to URL or whoever to set it up, cool. Y'all do your own situation. But in the meantime, come get your hands dirty, Lux. What are we doing? Come get your hands dirty. You said on camera out your own mouth, you will destroy me.
That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what
you said you would destroy me.
That's what he said, y'all. You don't believe
you will destroy me.
That's what he said. Belovedhood.
In a small room.
It's
nobody on earth.
We're in the Matrix, so you know what I'm saying?
Nobody we are in the Matrix, Black.
Mm-hmm.
We are in the Matrix.
He knows all about the Matrix, Chilla.
We are in the Matrix.
He knows all about the Matrix, Chilla. Matter of fact, he is the one. So, you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
Beloved, so I'm trying to talk to these guys.
Man.
Talk to these guys, beloved.
I don't know, man.
Talk to these guys, beloved.
You don't know,
you understand?
Man. You could be the one. Then you come across that architect. It's a little different, Black. The architect.
I'm not rapping with him. I'm not rapping with him. That's beloved to do.
Come on, Lux.
All right, we'll leave it there.
You know,
Lux, you see what it is, man. Money's on the table for you, man. Trust me, I know about the money. I know that part at least. It's a good amount of money on the table for you. Champion.
Done ruining niggas. I wanted to put myself in a position to help. I want to do that. This nigga got like 100 interviews talking about me.
Get your neck knife. I spin back through on your homies the next night with the 30.